Hey guys, Resistance Chicks, January 23rd, 2017. We have more for you, as if you needed more.
This is a hard day. I really thank Bill Clinton for giving me that laugh the other day, because this one's been hard to cover. But it needs to be covered. Right now, there were women's marches all over the country, so we're covering a women's march in Berlin. And you guys might have heard the term Allahu Akbar, and it means God is greater, pretty much than anything. And this is a women's march in Germany. It's not very big, but listen to this. So, here's this woman in Germany, and at their thing, they're singing Allahu Akbar, and that is the number one thing that the terrorists say before they go and shoot somebody or blow somebody up or blow themselves up. Okay, and I'm not saying that you can't worship your God, but when you're in Germany right now, this is really sensitive subject, and this is why I'm going to play this next one, and I'm going to try to read along with her so you can see, because she says it in German. But women in Germany do not feel safe. There are rapes. The Muslim migrants in Germany are taking over, and if you saw like what happened, especially last year at New Year's Eve, it was out of control. There were so many rapes, so many sexual assaults, and the women did not march in the streets, and I guarantee you there weren't even enough Muslim women to be marching in the streets, because they're all Muslim men mostly coming over from these countries. But I'm going to start here.
Göring-Eckardt sagte irgendwann im Herbst 2015, Deutschland wird sich ändern und sie freue sich darauf. Nun, Deutschland hat sich geändert. Die Grünen finden das möglicherweise immer noch erfreulich, aber das Sicherheitsbedürfnis der Bürger leidet darunter.
58% of women who were asked in a recent survey for Bild and Sonntag declared that they don't feel safe anymore in Germany's streets and the cities, and that they have adjusted their behavior accordingly. Our Chancellor said, fear is not a good counselor. This coming from the broad, who even when swimming in the sea is accompanied by trained fighter divers. But for all others who don't have their own personal security, when they go out, reality looks somewhat different. I'll describe my own example. Shortly before Christmas, I had an appointment as a delegate in Hamburg City. In order to avoid parking issues during the Christmas excitement, I decided to take the subway. It was filthy and foul, like I've never really seen it before. On my way to the train, the platform there were Arab men, and a group of men asked me if they wanted to. When I arrived on the platform, I realized that as far as I could tell, I was the only European woman there. After the friendly greetings on the stairs, this did not significantly help my feelings of safety. Later in the subway, I noticed how many women sat and stood in a way that they were able to keep an eye on the doors and the walkway in the train. Nothing in all of that is really actionable, but it shows how Germany has changed. At least for us women, we are on guard. After my appointment, a colleague and I decided that we would go drink a mulled wine at the Christmas market by the town hall to celebrate Christmas in the coming New Year. The ambience was different. It had changed. Germany has changed for men too. One day after the terror attack in Berlin, the Christmas market was surrounded with Merkel Legos, big concrete blocks that were meant to prevent someone driving with a vehicle from deliberately driving into crowds of people. An arm's length that was last year, now we had better hold a truck's length of clearance. Some of these concrete blocks were painted colorfully, red, yellow, blue, and green, because Hamburg wants to remain colorful. Whatever that means, one has to try to navigate them. The police armed to the teeth in order to enjoy the rest of one's workday. Germany will remain Germany, the Chancellor told us. I don't believe her, and someday she'll have to admit that this was as much an empty phrase as her "we can do it." The Chancellor and the federal government have no plan, because that would involve forceful action. Instead, they now talk about more video surveillance and how to deal with threateners.
Aus der Kölner
The
Domplatte
Cologne
wurde ein
Cathedral Plaza became a
Hochsicherheitstrakt.
maximum
Das gibt
security
uns Frauen das
zone
sichere
that
Gefühl,
will not
dass
give
wir
us
einmal in
women
unseren
back the
Städten hatten,
freedom
nicht
of
zurück.
safety we
Zugegeben,
once had in
wir
our
sind auch vor
cities.
2 Jahren
Admittedly,
selten
even
nachts allein
before
durch
the
den Tag
past 2
gegangen.
years, we
Aber
rarely
mittlerweile
walked through the
führen
park by
viele Frauen
ourselves.
immer
But
Pfeffersprays
since
mit
then,
sich,
most women have
machen
started
den
carrying
kleinen
pepper
Waffenschein,
sprays.
vermeiden
Many
viele
get
gegen
small
Ganz,
weapon
tragen
certificate.
beim
They
Joggen
avoid some
spezielle
areas
Sicherheitshosen,
completely.
die
And
beim
when they're jogging,
Verschneiden
they wear
lautstark
special
Alarm
pants
auslösen.
that give off a
Und
loud
wir
alarm when they're
pauschalieren
cut
mit unseren
off.
Ängsten sicherlich
And
auch
maybe
zu
we
Unrecht.
generalize a little too
Weichen allen
much.
Personen aus,
Unjustly
die in ein
because of our
bestimmtes
fears,
Bild einer
when we
als
avoid
kritisch
all
erlebten Gruppe
places
passen.
a certain group
Also auch
of people
den
will
gut
be there.
integrierten Menschen mit
In
Migrationshintergrund,
case of a
die wir
well-integrated
schon
person
länger
with
hier leben.
migration background who
Nach
has
Köln
been
sagte
living
unsere
there for a long
Kanzlerin,
time.
dass die
After
Täter
Cologne,
die
the
volle
chancellor
Härte des
said the
Rechtsstaats
offenders would
spüren
feel
werden.
the full strength of the
Das
rule
hat
of
sich als
law, but
unzutreffend
that has shown
herausgestellt.
itself to not be true.
Vielmehr haben wir in
Rather
der
than those
vergangenen
recent
Silvesternacht erlebt, dass
nights,
die gleichen
the
Personen
exact same
es auf
people
eine
decided
Machtprobe mit dem
to
Rechtsstaat
have a
haben
showdown
ankommen
with our
lassen.
rule of law.
Solange hier nicht
As long as
deutlich
we
und
don't crack
tatsächlich
down
mit
with
aller
full
Härte
strength,
durchgegriffen
the
wird,
feeling of
wird sich
safety for
das
us women will not get
Sicherheitsempfinden von
better.
uns Frauen
In
nicht
retrospect,
verbessern.
discussions about
Da
gender equal
scheinen uns die
toilets and
Debatten
quotas
um
for
gendergerechte
supervisory
Toiletten
committees
oder Quoten für
our
Aufsichtsratspositionen der Wirtschaft wieder
sound like
Nachklang
the
aus
lingering
einer
sound from the
guten
good old
alten
days.
Zeit.
This is where you should be marching your women's rights.
Right. And so that is and so to have the Allahu Akbar and to have the chants of the blankety blank grabs back and to have the whole idea was against Trump.
Right.
And it was anti-Trump around the globe.
And that's fine. If you want to just march anti-Trump, march anti-Trump.
But you know, if you go and like Google ex-Muslim women, they'll tell you how they were abused and how they were hurt and how they had no freedoms. And right now, Europe is feeling that. And the reason we don't feel it here in America yet is because there's a big, large ocean. And they have to get over here.
But once they're here, like we showed the other day, they are breeding at rates of 8 children per family.
And there have been terrorist attacks. We've had the Boston attack. We've had terrorist attacks, and we let these people in. And so even Muslims who are here, or ex-Muslims who are here, are saying, "Don't let these people in right now." Okay? There is a feeling of animosity against Americans. And
they're waiting.
Right.
They're not going to start. Everybody's like, well, why? If they were really here to attack us, why not start? Because there's not enough numbers here yet, guys. They're waiting for the numbers to get bigger.
So you've seen, you know, the truck go through and plow through people just recently. And,
in Israel.
It just is happening over and over and over again in Europe. And the rapes and the molestations and the things that are happening. And
even our dog is upset about this.
So anyways, women don't feel safe right now in Europe in general. In France, there are places you just don't go, no-go zones. And
it's all fine and good for you guys as American women to be shouting women's rights,
right?
You know, because you want your free birth control and your inconvenience of having to have a period or whatever.
Right.
But these women are being treated like the scum of the earth over there.
Exactly. And if you want to march, you have to march against that.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah. Be brave enough to go over there and risk getting your own head cut off or being imprisoned or beaten or whatever.
Right.
Tell me that you're strong, Ashley Judd, when you can go over and do that. Madonna, Scarlett Johansson, Julianne Moore. You guys go over there and do it first there, then come back and I will have respect for you. Exactly. Absolutely.
This is Resistance Chicks. Subscribe.
Where comment. It's not a conspiracy theory, if it's the truth. Subscribe, leave comments, Mass Faith 3, and Resistance Chicks. We hope to bring you some lighter subjects. Stay with us.
Oh, I know. We'll bring you George Bush's pawn show next.
Dude, this is hilarious. I laughed just thinking about it.
I was cold all alone. No place for home every day. So afraid, but you called my name.